Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about AUDUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first, I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing precisely on the AUD and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing quite strong structure, support, and demand. In fact, if we look closely, we can see how exactly from here all this previous move to the upside was created. Then the market broke below the zone, creating this fake breakout to the downside of the level, then a break back above, confirming this as a fake breakout, and now the market is testing this level as support, with the possibility of creating this inverted head and shoulders at this level. Now, when you have an inverted head and shoulders that looks like this, the last move of an inverted head and shoulders is the completion of, in this case, the monthly impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside, because in fact, the last move is an impulse and correction, which is this one here, the impulse and correction. And in general, when you have an impulse and you want to measure the correction, you have to take a Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can see how we have a perfect 0.618 Fibonacci retracement lining up exactly at this area that is currently acting as monthly confluence of support and demand, because we have the 0.618 Fibonacci and the horizontal support both lining up at the same area of price, therefore creating a confluence of support that we could in fact expect this market to want to reject to the upside. Dropping that on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly standpoint, the situation is quite clear. We can identify this level as being quite strong horizontal structure, actually historical structure for this market, acting first as support here, then as resistance here. And now that the market has broken back above the level, this is once again acting as support. The market is testing multiple times this level as support. So we could expect more bullish continuation to be created away from this confluence of support area and weekly horizontal structure. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Well, from a daily standpoint, the structure is incredibly simple to identify. Is all this area here that was acting as previous supply and resistance from a daily perspective. Now the market has broken it to the upside. Therefore, this previous resistance is turned support. And also here on the daily, since we have an impulse and the start of a correction, if we want to measure the correction, we simply have to take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg, which shows us at 0.382 50% and 0.618 Fibonacci retracement levels lining up with this previous daily resistance turned support, therefore creating a confluence of support at this level that we could in fact expect this market to want to test and then to reject to the upside. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing, on the AUD, we can see that lately we do not see any institutional longing yet. We went from having minus 32k to minus 84k net positions, so institutions have not started longing AUDUSD, which for me is a quite strong red flag. So in a situation like this, I definitely would continue to stay on the sidelines, because in a situation like this, you do not have any confirmation that institutions are actually moving to the bullish side for this market. So only if the market will go and correct to this confluence of support, once again, this pair will become interesting, because inside of a confluence of support zone, you have increased probabilities of seeing institutional longing. So If this pair corrects to this confluence of support and with the new report, I start to see net positions getting increased, therefore institutions moving again to the bullish side for AUDUSD, so longing AUDUSD inside of this confluence of support area. Only at that point I would consider that on this pair there are good probabilities of getting a potential push higher away from this zone. So if we get this retest and we see the institutional longing, what would I expect in a situation like this? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential push higher, completing this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked both in description and on the main page of my YouTube channel. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the most complete, all-inclusive mentorship program that I have created for you. As soon as you open the website, you will see this video breaking down everything included in the mentorship program. And in the program, you have the possibility to gain access to all my courses and also to the software, so the COT data software, which is exactly the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software with Telegram signals integration, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, so you will have my personal contact. And if you continue to scroll down on the website, you will see that directly from the website, you will have the possibility to register and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the registration process. So at least I suggest that you go and check it out right now. The link is both in description and in the main page of my YouTube channel, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. Also, let me know in the comments below any pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos, and I will see you in my next breakdown.